Hey, Midnighters, it's Midnight Texas time. We're talking about Rev, we're talking about Fiji and Bobo, and so much more. Stick around.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello and welcome to the Midnight Texas After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. That's right, we are listening to Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. I felt like it was appropriate with Rev's storyline. He's a reverend. It's kind of like having a bar mitzvah. He's a werewolf. Well, weretiger.
Bringing me back to Halloween just a little bit. That's okay.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Yael Tygiel. I am joined by Haley J.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And Cherry's here.
Hi.
Steph is on location and doing stuff.
Doing big things.
Doing big business. So she's a businessman. So she's not here right now. We're talking season 2, episode 3, To Witch Hell and Back. What did we think of this episode? Where are you standing? Because I loved this.
Left heartbroken.
Oh
my gosh, yes. So sad. I can't believe we're saying goodbye to the Rev.
I get it. I very much get it. I mean, we'll talk about it in a second. I think this episode was a complete episode. Every storyline felt great to me, and I loved every moment, and I'm so happy that we're doing it. You know,
I'm happy we're doing it too.
Yeah, this episode just felt so good. I really liked it.
Well, you know who's not doing it anymore is going to be
Fiji and Bobo. We will absolutely get to what's going on with Fiji and Bobo. And before we jump in with the Rev storyline, I want to remind everyone who is joining us live that we have a live chat going. Haley J is in the chat with you.
Getting good already, guys.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people chatting. So we are very excited. If you're here, please type away there. She's got you. But also, guys, we're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube everywhere. So make sure keeping up. Let's jump into Rev. I loved getting Rev's backstory. I love that that's not who he is, because it made sense. It made a lot more sense than a weretiger becoming a reverend.
Weretiger.
You know what I mean?
That's still weretiger. I love that. It kind of makes sense where the typical, everything looks good on the surface. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be this religious guy, and then nope, backstory.
No, he killed a reverend and was like, I guess this is what I'm doing now.
He felt guilty, though. He felt really bad about killing him. Mm-hmm. I always thought that he was like a minister administering to people in India or somewhere, and that's how he became a weretiger when he got bit. And then I was like, wait, what? What? Reverend, we don't know you at all.
We don't even know his name.
And then once we get to know him, he leaves us.
Yeah, once we get it, he's like, I'm out.
Typical guy.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
His friendship with Lemuel, though, was so deep. That first moment where they both recognized secrets within each other and then both trying to be better people.
Absolutely. I think that really solidified this character and his place in Midnight. And so it made me so sad that he left. I do appreciate him explaining that when he accidentally killed the real Rev, that the Rev then asked God to forgive him. Like, yeah, that's what Revs do. That's what they do. That's what they're gonna do in their last moment. And that we've always seen him feel bad for murdering. So the idea that he was like, I'm done, I'm gonna do something better with my life, makes his way to Midnight, finds common ground with people, and then is a better being because of it.
And now he can leave being free. So he finally came full circle, where before he was afraid to leave and then maybe hurt someone again. So now he has kind of that lifted off his shoulders.
How do we feel about this idea? We found out that Kai can make supernaturals human, and Rev is the first one to do it. It kind of makes sense.
He wasn't a volunteer. I assume he didn't volunteer to be a werebeast.
So last season, when Manfred I think he got hurt by the tiger version, Olivia, I think, was like, don't be stupid, you're born a weretiger. So I think it was established that this is something he had from birth, which makes me, I have so many questions about that. Was he a werecub? Like, was he a little baby?
And then another question that was going on in the live chat too, they want to know, why can't we know his real name?
I think it's better this way, because this is who we knew. We knew the Rev. He was a reverend. He was Emilio. I think I prefer it this way. As much as I am I want answers type of person, I prefer it this way.
I really liked that Lemuel and his friendship, that he respected how he wanted to leave and say goodbye without saying goodbye. He kept his secrets, which was even more interesting. I think we all want a Lemuel as a friend.
Oh yeah, he told everyone.
Right.
He was like, he's gone. I'm not. That's all I'm saying is he's gone. They all were like, oh no, he's dead. But no, he's been reborn and free. I think it was such a great storyline.
I
It
do
was
like
really
how it ended for him. It was nice to see it come, full circle, and he's in a better place. And you'd like to believe that even though we'll be missing him on the show, he's going somewhere to better himself now.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
I also wonder who will replace him as the town reverend, because it kind of felt like Lem was stepping into the leadership role, and I wonder if that's where we're going.
I think the attention is going to be all about what's going on with Kai. So they're probably going to need a reverend with
They're gonna
whatever
need-
he's
yeah.
got going up his sleeve, but I think that's
Absolutely.
where the direction is heading.
I can tell Kai is bad from those beautiful long eyelashes. There's something sneaking, conniving with a man with that great of an eye look, as well as I just don't trust him.
Nobody trusts Kai, but we will get to what's going on in his neck of the woods in a bit. Let's talk about Lem and Olivia and Madonna, who is really like stepping up. We met her last season, and I said this earlier, she kind of didn't make an impact. She really was just there. And then the season ended with this big reveal that she's been working with Olivia's dad. And so when she wasn't in the first 2 episodes, I was like, what? You can't do that. You can't be like, she's working with the enemy. Also, now we're not going to tell you anything. So to have her back, she's back, and she goes out for girls' night because she needs to get something from Olivia. She needs her blood. I think her way of doing it was very clever. Yes.
If my friend accidentally sliced open my arm, and Olivia is Olivia, so she's used to this kind of thing, but I don't think I'd be as cool about it as she was.
No.
Like, yeah, it's a little blood, it happens.
She
But
also
she
was
trusts
real
her
drunk.
friend.
Yeah,
That's true.
really
That-
drunk.
That does help. That does help.
It was later.
So I've heard.
Later when Lem comes and he's like, I felt that you were injured, but I gave you your space. I was like, she's not feeling nothing. You probably felt her be like, huh, that stings a little. Another shot. That's what you felt, Lem.
That's right. But it also shows how Lem is trying to compromise with her and come around, because he still wanted to jump in and protect her, even if it was like a bee sting. So we're seeing that's love. Compromise, not always the easiest thing to do.
It's not.
Absolutely. And what we learn from Madonna's lesson to Olivia, she says, true love is all that matters. The rest we'll figure out. Their relationship is so cute. It's killing me.
Billie Jean girl, she agrees. She says, we all want Lem as a friend, ... and a lover. See you, girl. Okay.
Absolutely. What did we think about this, kind of Madonna's betraying her friend?
I personally think Madonna, the father, has something on her, because that look on her face when she said how important love was, and you don't see her love. I think he has something over her, and I think it might be either her husband or her wife or her transgendered husband or wife. Hey, no judgment.
Absolutely not.
And I think that's what it is, because she looked guilty, but she looked like, I gotta do this. It's not really hurting you, so.
I do like that idea that he's holding something over her.
I
'Cause
felt the same.
Yeah, because she says, I'm not doing this again. I'm like, well, why did you do it in the first place?
He's definitely controlling her in some way, and she definitely seems to really like Olivia as a friend. So she's probably caught in a place where he is controlling her in some way, which I hope we find out soon, because I don't like it. I want them to be friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely took it originally as she came there to spy and then they became friends. Because that's the age-old trope. But it might be that I like where your head's at, that maybe he's holding something.
Yeah, because I think she had the restaurant before they even moved in. I think she'd been there for like a long time in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but Lem's been there a long time.
Yes.
Or who knows, maybe your first theory was right, where she did come in on a mission, became actual friends, and then kind of wanted to backstep and say, okay, I'll do what you need now, but we're done after this. But if there's any, mystery that we've seen before where this has happened, she's not going to be done. It's not a quick
No.
out that fast.
All right, a third idea is that she came to town and they became friends. And then when she was in the hospital last season, she reached out to the dad because she was like, he reached out because he's worried. And now she's doing stuff for him, but didn't mean to in the beginning. Maybe she wasn't part of it at the beginning. I don't know. Guys, there's so many things.
I know, now you're getting my mind going in all these places.
They've literally given us 2 episodes of this, so it's not fair for us. We don't know anything. Let's move to other relationships, Joe and Chewie and Walker.
This I did not see coming.
Which part? I know that we all speculated that perhaps there would be some sort of love triangle. I will say, I definitely expected more of Walker going after Chewie because he's a demon and Walker's a demon hunter. But I'm also going to throw out, with zero evidence whatsoever, Joe and Chewie have been together for hundreds of years. We are assuming, because we are 100-year lifespan people, that they are monogamous. And I think that we don't know that. They've been together so long. I think it's very reasonable that they would be polyamorous. You know what I mean?
I think angels might get bored too.
Thank you.
It's
I'm
almost
sure
like the
demons
relationship
do.
is so great and everything's so sweet on the surface that something's got to give. So now that especially hundreds of years, a long time.
They're an old married couple. I mean,
Exactly.
Chewie's like, hey, baby. Not no passionate kiss. Just like, mwah, I love you.
Right.
It's like,
There's probably no spice. And, you know, if you need a little spice, just throw in a demon hunter. Isn't that what they say?
We need some
Absolutely.
lingerie or man version of lingerie or whatever that would be. I don't know.
Or a third party to join.
There ain't no party in my relationships.
I'm just saying. I think that it's
I'm with you, Cherry.
it's a little traditionalist of us to assume that this couple is not open to third parties or spicing things up.
When I saw Joe without his shirt on this season and last season, I'm not sharing that.
And that
Mine.
shower scene.
Yes.
I think Joe might be open to the idea of more partners. But
Chewie's not.
You're right. I don't think Chewie is.
Secret friend.
Yeah, but I don't think
Secret demon hunting.
I don't think we know that. I'm just saying we don't know this yet. So everyone who's panicking about, cheating should calm down. They are hundreds of year old beings. We can't apply our mortal rules to them.
Seb Russ, he thinks that they're super monogamous and he just agrees that Joe's getting bored. So we'll see what happens with that one. We know we're gonna get answers at some point. I don't know if we're gonna want them though.
Because
No, we won't.
Joe knew there was some trouble, so he didn't give his number to Mr. Cowboy. Bobo, bad friend there, gave his number out. And then Mr. Cowboy was blowing it up and he was ignoring it.
Do you like how when he first kissed him, he was like, oh, this is a distraction for the demons.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
I'm all about doing that move. That was garbage. They didn't even see you. That's not how poorly done. If I were Joe, I'd be like, I don't believe you. If you're going to try that, at least have them look this way.
And I knew that Joe was into it because if someone goes to kiss you, your immediate reaction, if you don't want to kiss them, is going to be to lean back.
Jerk back.
He didn't jerk back immediately.
No, he did not.
He didn't.
Well, something else that occurred to me is because they were like, we're going demon hunting. And then they got in the car and went demon hunting. I'm sorry, Joe, I get that you're an angel and that demons are your enemy. But if you could fall in love with a demon and see that he is not 100% evil, why are you not giving these other demons the benefit of the doubt? Why are you just going and literally killing them with this demon hunter? Why not talk to him about...
That is an excellent point.
Why not talk to him about, sometimes demons aren't all bad. They just want to live their lives.
Mind their business.
I get that the ones that we ended up fighting, yes, it was a trap and they're all evil. But still, this seems like a conversation that needs to come up by the guy dating the demon. Married to the demon.
That's why they had the secret hunting party. Because he knows that's against the rules. It's like a no-no.
But I don't know that Chewie is against him killing demons.
He doesn't like violence.
Right. Because he's trying to control himself.
Yes.
That said, couldn't these other demons also learn to control themselves?
Yes.
Thank
I don't
you.
think they want to, though.
Sure, but we should give them an option.
Maybe it's just when they're attacking him, he doesn't want to talk. He's like, if you're coming at me, so maybe
just saying.
maybe Chewie took a different strategy, and then they fell in love. And
I'm just saying that joining forces with Walker, who is a human who just straight up kills demons, that seems to me like a dumb move.
And then I wonder where Walker's mind is in all of this. Is he gonna maybe try and kill Chewie?
Absolutely.
Yes.
100%.
For sure.
As soon as he finds out.
I don't like it.
The minute, what's the best way to get rid of your lover's
Lover's lover.
lover? Do we not watch IDTV? Because it seems to be the rule is, I'm just going to hire a hitman and kill my boyfriend or girlfriend, significant other.
Wait, so
Problem
the discussion
solved.
right now is they're saying we've heard Chewie's half demon. No, he's full demon. So do we
I
know which
believe
one
he's
it is?
full demon.
I think he's full demon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
The
there's
fans are
been...
going back and forth a little bit with that one.
He just had an epiphany back in the late eons when they were fighting back in the first season. And he was like, damn, you look good, boy.
Yeah. Right. I think it's a Romeo and Juliet star-crossed thing. That's it.
I love
Yes.
that.
Maybe they were fighting with the shirts
Do you know
off.
how that ends, right? I love that. Girl.
What a sweet love story.
So romantic until the end.
So at the end of our episode, Joe shaves his head. I personally love this new look. Woo, I liked it.
But I thought it was going to be the full on.
Yeah, I agree.
He left the pony, which I'm not mad at, but I was expecting it to be completely different, and he still got a little bit of the hair.
You're not a
Like
fan.
man buns. And I loved when Chewie walked in. He was like, wait, what?
So Chewie says, he just looks at him and goes, "What the hell?" and looks furious.
Mm-hmm.
And the response he gets is, "I needed a change." This is the moment where I went, what if they're polyamorous? What if Chewie goes, "This means that you like someone and you didn't confirm it with me," because in polyamory it's about communication and consent. And that's how I came up with that theory, was that this to him meant you're doing something without talking to me about it. It's not that you're cheating, it's that you're doing something and we haven't discussed it.
And probably for the first time in years
Right.
that he's ever acted this way. So I'm sure there's a red flag in his mind. He knows something's up.
It's a red flag in everybody's mind. If they start losing weight, get more stylish, get a new hairstyle,
Well,
color their hair,
this
you know
sounds-
there's some trouble. And yes, I do have a past, so let's not go on.
I was gonna say, this sounds real like there's some issues here we need to unpack. All right, let's move on to other people with issues. Manfred and Patience. So we start the episode with Manfred waking up after touching the head in the cage. And Patience is like, if you have questions, just ask. I love that he takes some hair and does a spell to find out her intentions. They're pure. They're pure. First of all, I was expecting the flame to tell us that her hair is not naturally that color.
I was just wondering about that, but
It's definitely not.
can we just reenact how they get caught together? Oops.
It was on his
I
bracelet.
can't get out. I can't get out.
Ah,
Like, does that I mean, maybe it could happen.
What I thought, girl, stop wearing that bracelet, first of all, Manfred. If you're going to get caught up in people's hair.
Literally caught up.
Dangerous. Yeah.
That's why he wears it. And how pure can it be when she wants to sleep with Manfred? I would think purely sex is not pure. I don't know. I guess if it's on it.
I see, I definitely thought it makes sense. It's pure. Her intentions are not malicious. They are pleasurable. Her intentions are 100% positive and pure. I don't see any problem. If you're worried about Kai, we made it clear at the end. Kai, instead of going on a romantic date with his wife, went off with Lyric and Sequoia.
And she's clearly showing her frustration in front of him. He is already in a sad place missing Creek. Do we even we forgot about her already?
Forgot
But-
about Kruger.
Right? So
who's Creek?
he's
What's
missing
Creek?
her. He's feeling this emptiness. Patience is feeling an emptiness in her relationship. And they're just coming together like glue. Like, why don't you
Pure
literally get a place?
intentions.
Pure intentions. Kai and those two heifers, when he came home, all of his clothes would be cut up because she was not happy.
Lyric and Sequoia. I'm sorry. I know my name is Yael. I know I have a weird name, but Creek, Patience, Lyric, Sequoia. What's happening here?
They are
I
different.
love cute hippie names. Love cute hippie names.
So anyway, we find out that the head is a powerful relic, and that's where Kai gets his magic. That's a big red flag I want answers to right there.
And I like how casually she says it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's his thing.
Yeah, it's mine.
It's like his man cave. Okay.
Getting powers from a demon head doesn't seem on the right side of heaven to me.
It doesn't. I don't think we know that it's a demon head.
Or a devil head.
It's a head of some sort.
Or a vampire.
Definitely doesn't look cute.
No.
Magic, gross head.
Yes.
But it's, her intentions are pure. We don't trust Guy.
No.
No.
We all agree on that. And then at the end, she invites him to have an office in the hotel.
Hey, let's move my boyfriend on in here and make it easier.
What if her husband's girlfriends can be there?
Oh,
Also,
yes.
who's to say they're real new? I'm just not to push polyamory on everyone, but they're real new wavy.
Yes, they are.
What's to say that they're not?
See, that wouldn't surprise me if they were more open for
Right.
other types of business.
I think Kai is much older than we think he is. And she's
Like in the hundreds.
Yeah. And she's like his wife, but sort of like how back in the day gay men would have a wife.
You mean
but
beards?
it wasn't. Yes. Thank you.
What
a
you looking for
beard.
as a beard?
She's his human beard.
So Billie Jean says, well, maybe Manfred and Patience can have the magic sex now because Bobo and Fiji can't. Where are we going to get the magic sex from now?
Before we talk about the main event, Fiji and Bobo, I want to take a moment to thank everybody so much for joining us. Thank you to everyone who is live in the chat. We have 20 people, over 20 people joining us live in this chat today. Thank you. If you are not joining us live in the chat, we're also on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify. You can go and check us out there. Please rate and review on iTunes. If you like us, you can give us 5 stars. If you don't like us, you can give us 4 stars. The other stars, I broke them. You're welcome. If you don't like us, please bang on your keyboard and tell me why. What did I do? That just hurts my feelings. But also, we ask a very simple thing. I'm going to send it over to Haley J.
What is up, everybody? So, as you know, we produce after shows for all of the favorite TV shows. There's so many of them. We've got your sci-fi right here. There's reality TV, so much more. We've got dramas, and there's no network that works harder for you guys to make that happen. So we do need your help. And if you could please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels, that would really be great. When you do that, your YouTube is going to suggest the content that's going to be tailor-made for you, and you're going to help AfterBuzz grow when you do that for us. And don't worry about notifications. You have the option to turn them on or off, whatever you like. And if you subscribe now for this channel, you can check out all of our AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did. We'd be very appreciative, and we will know because obviously the numbers are going to grow and we're going to get that content out for you. Thank you for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Let's jump into what we want to talk about. We open with Fiji enjoying the view.
Ooh, yeah.
Bobo is cleaning himself. He's getting real clean.
They went there.
They did.
Oh my gosh, so there.
I was very surprised at how there they went. I think we all learned something about the cat
Mr. Snuggly.
that changes everything, I think. So Fiji's very worried about the curse that seems to be killing or trying to kill Bobo. She assumes that it is sex related. Just like a virgin to assume it's sex related. Right? Like that's the most. Oh, Fiji girl.
Fiji.
You. All right. I get it. It's your first. We get it. So we meet her witches club. I think that's so cute.
That's so cute. How fun would it have been to be an actress in that scene?
That would have been so cool.
So adorable. And so Manfred comes in and finds out that Aunt Mildred is in witch hell, which is its own thing. That's
a thing.
that's
Yeah,
a thing
that
now.
sucks. Nothing but women? Bleh.
I mean, I assume witch hell has some warlocks in it.
Those be warlocks. It'd be a warlock hell.
Also, I don't mind a witch hell full of women. That sounds great. That sounds fantastic, actually. Would not mind one bit. So,
Moisturizer.
yeah, that is an issue. But they also don't have light. What is with them not liking the light? What's that about?
Yeah, I don't understand. I like the light. I can be a bit of a bad witch.
I like good lighting.
Yeah, they were afraid of light. So Manfred goes in to get Aunt Mildred out. I do appreciate that we're learning about the other realms, the other planes that spirits are on. because our main character is literally a medium, so it's very interesting to see the different things that happen.
There's apparently a lot of little places they can be hiding out in. It's not as simple as one may think.
Yeah. And it's very interesting that we have this question of how she ended up there. And we find out that it's not sex that's the problem, it's love.
Oh, no.
And that Mildred went through this, and that the cat used to be a person.
Wow, that blew my mind.
I was shocked. I don't know why it didn't. For the person who watches Sabrina the Teenage Witch a lot, I don't know why it didn't occur to me.
And Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, why did it not occur to me?
I wasn't super shocked. I feel like that stayed true to a lot.
The thing that changed about it is that cat has been viewing them.
Yes.
Right.
So now that we know it's a person, it changes things. It wasn't a cat that was like, what are they doing? It was a person going, I'm going to watch.
So funny how
Yes.
the cat talking wasn't creepy, but then when you know it's a person somehow, because it should be creepy that the cat's even talking in the first place. But
I love
I
a
know what
talking
you
cat.
mean.
I love the talking cat.
It really changes its.
It does.
He's been
Then it
watching her in the
gets creepy.
bathroom, watching her walk around, getting dressed, knowing damn well. He didn't say, "Oh, hey, I'm your aunt's ex or whatever."
Yeah.
He wasn't forthcoming with that, which is not cool. No bueno, buddy.
It's a little creepy.
Very creepy. Very creepy.
He's a
And when
voyeur.
you think about it, last season when she got kidnapped, he knew what was going on, and he didn't go. He was just laying down, yeah, someone took her, whatever. I don't care.
He's just
Someone put food
rude.
in my dish.
Right?
To be fair, he's probably been a cat for hundreds of years. Right?
I don't think hundreds. His aunt lived a normal life.
He lived a normal life. Why did I think he was from old timey? His name
No.
was Jebediah. That's why.
That's no Bible name.
Right.
But yes,
that's
he
why
wasn't,
I
that
assumed he was old.
He's I think it was normal age or whatever. And as a cat, I think he ages slower because he
Right.
really should have died already. But
9 lives. 9 lives.
he totally knew, he knew what was going on. He could, he kind of helped her a couple of times, but it wasn't out of niceness. It was more if she dies, who'll feed me? And we're
Yeah.
Staying true to the
"Hey."
cat personality. I feel like a lot of cats are just real chill.
I don't think he was probably a very nice boyfriend.
Do you
No.
think that he maybe has been the cat thing is making him more cat personality, or do you think he just wasn't a good guy?
I don't think he was a nice guy.
But why would Aunt Mildred anyway?
Hey, when you get to a certain age in a small town in the middle of nowhere, pickings are mighty slim.
That is true.
All right.
I would know that is true.
All right. So Fiji in the end decides that the solution is to break up with Bobo. She said this happens because you and I aren't meant to be. You're not the one.
That scene killed me. I was sitting there and just being like, tell him. Why do you do it? And they always do that. They always
So bad.
leave
I
you
was
hanging where you know the truth, but obviously the love interest doesn't. And you're like, tell them. Just tell them. It could be so much more simple. Just tell them.
I put sob emoji. That's what I have is sobbing emoji.
I sent to Bobo, the actor. I will run to you from the bodyguard. I was like, run to her. Run to Fiji. But Bobo didn't.
This takes us to, I think, the perfect moment. Let's head to our segment. What would you do?
What would you do for a fun like that?
Yes.
Perfect. That's right. We're asking each other and to the people in the live chat, what would you do? If you were Fiji, what would your solution be? Haley J, I think you have an answer.
I think I would just tell him that I wouldn't tell him the full truth, even though I was like, tell him the truth. I think I would say, you know what, we need space like she did originally, but I'd say, let me figure it out. I wouldn't just give up and say we can't be together. I would say knowing Fiji, she fights for everything. So I would think, and I think we'll see her find a solution, but right now she didn't have to rip his heart out. I would say, give me some time, babe, and I'll get back to you.
All right, Cherry.
Saying that we're not meant to be together isn't going to change the fact that they still love each other. So they broke up and not having sex for no reason. I would have either put a little spell on him to make him not love me, but that'd been really hard because he's really hot, so he'd find someone quickly. I'd tell him what was going on, and then I'd be like, stop loving me, but it's really hard because I'm Fiji and I'm totally gorgeous.
Excellent points.
That is true.
I think
That's
that's
true.
that's so interesting. I think telling him the problem isn't going to fix it, and it's just going to keep him in danger. So I get why she broke up with him. I like your idea of putting a spell on him to forget, and I think that she should risk it, because yeah, he would totally, girl, he'd find someone real quick, but
Real quick.
but once she solves the problem, because that's, I think, the goal. I think her goal is break up with him to keep him alive and safe. I will find a solution, and then we can get back together and I'll explain. So make him forget me, then I'll find a solution, then take that spell off and go, hi.
Right, because
Remember
he
me?
can't. Michael B just made a good point that he can't even think about love or he'll die.
Yeah.
So can you imagine trying to get over someone and just how many times that person's name is in your head to not even be able to think about it?
But at that point, you're not thinking about loving them. You're thinking about the heartbreak. You're thinking about what they just did to you. And that Aunt Mildred said we're not the one, so that's it.
I
I'd
guess
be
we gotta
so
find
mad.
the rules of
Yes.
the curse, because
Yeah.
I would think if you're thinking about them, the heartbreak would still be
Yeah, you'd
from
still be
love.
in love.
So I don't know these lines of the curse, how close they're calling
She'd
it.
have to do something to make him
Yeah.
substitute the love for anger or something. Walk in on him with Manfred.
No,
Dun, dun,
stop
dun.
it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think that it's really interesting that she's going to obviously want to try to solve the curse. I appreciate that Manfred asked Patience if that's something Kai could do. Again, this show takes the questions that we'd be like, well, what about this? And goes, we're going to cut that right here and go, nope.
Which I appreciate.
I love
Yes.
that.
Spend a lot less time yelling at your TV when they
Thank
handle
you.
that for you.
Thank you. Because I also, when he said it, I went, yeah, why don't we do that? Good
point.
Because he doesn't do that. My bad. Okay.
Oh, can't do that.
But I agree. I think the solution is to, who put this curse on?
Yes.
What are the rules? That's where you start, Feej.
And I like that
Yes.
he can do all of these amazing things, but then when it comes to, can you do this? He's like, whoa, hold up. It doesn't work that way. Like
Yeah.
everything else is okay, but don't get ahead of yourself.
I can solve your vampire problems, but I
Exactly.
can't just get rid of a
Who do you
little
think I
curse.
am?
Yeah, curses are different than a being that you could remove the
Energy.
energy from or whatever. But yeah, because like I was thinking while I was watching the episode on Friday and live tweeting,
We'll tell you where to find that in just a bit.
how would you make him not love you? Because he's still gonna love you even if you're upset. They're working right across the street from each other, so you know he's gonna look out the window. Fiji, hey girl, hey. Like it's not gonna. They all socialize together. It'd be really hard. You have to do something to make him not love you, but she still loves him. So she has to remove the love from herself and him. And the only way is to make him super angry, which is hooking up with someone else. Not really hooking up, but making it look like you hook up with
Convincing
Turn
him that
the
she's with
love
someone else.
into
Yes.
hate.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is getting dark fast.
Oh,
so
man.
fast.
Oh, man.
She's so innocent, that'd be hard on her. That'd be real hard.
Yeah, I think the hardest part is this relationship is their friendship, and her pining after him has been years
Yes.
since
She
he.
finally got what she wanted,
Right.
and then it's that forbidden love that
Yeah.
she can't have.
So I think we know at least that she can continue to pine for him because she did previously and he was fine.
That is true
So as long as he's not pining for
for
her.
her.
Good point.
But I think the anger's the way to go. That's our
Angry.
thought. Love it. And I definitely love hearing your thoughts. We'll continue to ask what you would do through this season. But until then, I think.
Oh, hey, Jeffrey's in.
Jeffrey.
Hey,
Oh.
Jeffrey.
We gotta shout this one out. He's saying that we've got some good theories about our solutions. I think we're on the right track. I think he's giving us some insider scoop.
No.
He's saying maybe some of that may show up soon. Just saying with the ...
Oh. And he did let us know in the first, when he came, he did drop a few hints. And they're coming to pass.
So much more.
Thanks for that, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you,
even
Jeffrey.
more excited.
Love hurts in Midnight Texas. It hurts. Ooh, my heart. Oh,
But sometimes I think it hurts good in Midnight Texas. It's real good. I think we should head into predictions. Hit it.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So, in the trailer for next week, here is what we see. supernaturals are being held captive. Team Midnight, that's what I named them, goes to break them free. We see them in cages. There's cage fighting. Manfred challenges them and says, my vamp here can take down any of you. I assume that Lem is in on that conversation, because if I were Lem, I would rip that man's throat out. How dare you be like, my vamp's gonna take you on. No, screw you, I'm not fighting. You know what I mean? So he better be in on it, because otherwise Manfred needs to be smacked.
Manfred, as cute as he is, and you are darling, you could not take anybody in a cage fight. I'm sorry.
Of course he can't. That's why he's got Lem do it.
I think this episode is going to be kind of a plot distraction because it seems like a big production going on, and I think it's going to take our minds away from the Fiji drama right now. That's what I think anyways, that we're going to be focusing on something completely new. And then we're going to be brought back.
Okay.
I'm wondering if the fighting is Olivia's dad, Philip Charity, bringing him back in, causing trouble, which is why he's been curious about Lem and getting the blood, but he didn't know Olivia had been slightly turned, but not 100% turned.
That'll tie up some
turned,
answers.
Connected.
She's vampire adjacent.
Can I change my mind?
Yeah.
I feel like I totally think that's what's going to happen now.
So
I
you
think we're
think-
going to get the answers from Olivia and her dad with the cage fighting.
Oh.
I think her dad is the one in charge of it, and he's like pulling the strings and doing stuff. Because didn't he do gambling or something last season?
If I recall, her dad did terrible
Thing.
but I mean like SVU level terrible things. Because
So this is up his alley then, cage fighting.
Like enslaving
yeah, but didn't
people.
Did he not? And I'm taking this to the fans because as anyone who knows me knows, SVU is literally the greatest show of all time, and I watch it repeatedly. So I may have crossed my signals here. Did he not pimp her out? Was that not what he did?
Something about him being a pedophile or selling out when she was a minor child.
Whew.
And also,
I
I think
for a
he
second
did
thought I messed that up real bad.
gun
No,
running
it's hard
and
to keep track.
prostitution.
Sure, like he was terrible.
And gambling. It feels like he was like a mobster and not like a low-level mobster, but like the Don, like Kiss My Ring.
Right. Okay. So definitely, I was on the right track. That scared me. I was like, guys, am I messing this up real bad? I don't know that cage fighting is at the same level of
But this
pimping
could just
out
be
your
a fun game for
child.
him.
Yeah, because like
just
I think
something
they're-
fun.
I think they're fighting to the death, and I think that they're not voluntarily fighting.
No, they're being kidnapped.
They're being kidnapped, and I think he discovered supernatural beings because of Olivia.
I like it. I like where your head's at. Okay. It's great. I definitely, sorry guys, that was a major panic on my part.
SVU.
It's
Well,
where my
this show
head's
keeps
at.
everything changing every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
If you look away, you miss something. So it's easy to. That's why we have our lovely live chat to help us out.
Thank you so much.
Everybody in the live chat.
Any final predictions from either of you? While you're thinking, I will say this. We love this show and would love to have more amazing guests like our good friend Jeffrey. So please, please, please tweet at the actors that you would like to see here. I suggest tweeting, "Hey, go on the after show." That's a good tweet right there. Hey, go on the
Let's
after
not
show.
waste any time. Just
No.
cut
Straight at it.
Down to North Hollywood.
Yeah, we suggest doing that and harass them on our behalf.
You guys will get the answers that we want to know.
Yeah.
Right here. We'll get it out of them.
Absolutely. Any final predictions? Any thoughts? I think Patience and Manfred are definitely, that's happening.
They're gonna kiss.
Yes.
Kiss.
Whether her bracelet gets stuck again or not, they're gonna somehow find each other's lips.
I really like the one with kiss. I definitely meant something a little more.
He's free.
Okay.
He's available,
He's available. He's a good-looking guy.
and her man's cheating.
And patience
Very
is,
cheating.
is
Threesome
losing
cheating.
patience.
Nice. I mean, she is, he's busy with Lyric and Sequoia. I can't with these names, says Yael. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised he didn't hire the stripper last week, and if he's living that, if he's about that life.
That's true. She deserves that job at the front.
I mean, the outfit she wore was not appropriate for an interview, But she's really pretty, so let's be honest, that's all they really cared
So it's
about.
fine.
Yeah, they dress
Totally
them.
fine. Yeah, those ugly smocks.
Lululemon. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. Cherry, you're live tweeting this on Friday nights. Where can everyone keep up with you?
Cherry_LA on Twitter and Instagram, and on my shows, The Rookie and Supernatural on Thursdays.
Awesome.
I'm sticking with Midnight Texas. I'm at HeyJ_HAYJ_ both Instagram and Twitter.
And I'm Yael Tygiel. I'm everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL on Twitter and Instagram. Also, I'm here Thursday nights for the Law & Order Special Victims Unit After Show. I told you I'm obsessed. And we'll see you next week on Sunday for more of Midnight Texas.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.